Hello my fellow commanders, welcome to Waifu Spotlight. Because every girl is best girl at the eyes of someone, that is my motto. This time the leader of the Sakura Empire, Nagato, because everyone likes fox girls, and better if she's a lolly. She's legal, I swear, please, come on, you gotta understand. Nagato is the leader of the Sakura Empire, being one of the few Japanese ships that survived World War II. The creation of the aircraft carrier made battleships to be considered obsolete. She was one of the last ships of this type. Nagato is the name-class ship for one of the biggest dreadnought battleships created for the Imperial Japanese Navy, only being outsized by the Yamato class. Nagato was commissioned in 1917 and was completed in 1920. She served as the flagship for the 1st Battleship Division for a short time. After the earthquake in Japan, known as the Great Kanto Earthquake in 1923, she helped it in transporting supplies for the victims with the help of her sister Mutsu. Under the Washington Naval Treaty, Nagato was put in reserve and was used as a practice ship during peacetime. In December 1 of 1925, Nagato was made the flagship of the combined fleet. She maintained this position until 1942, when Yamato was finished and made the new flagship. Nagato didn't see much combat herself. At the start of the war, she signaled the 1st Air Fleet to initiate the attack on Pearl Harbor. After this, the next theater she took part on was Midway. After losing all the carriers of the 1st Air Fleet, Japanese strategy was to lure the American forces into a trap. However, the Americans retreated, and Nagato saw no action. After this, Nagato will spend her days moving from island to island, escaping air raids and transporting troops, until the Battle of Leyte Gulf. This battle will be the first time that Nagato fired her guns at an enemy ship. After returning to Japan, Nagato was converted into a floating anti-aircraft battery, since repairing Yamato was taking most of the resources. After the defeat of the Japanese, Nagato was the only capital ship still floating, moving her story to an end. Quite a large story, but this will bring us more context when talking about her personality, and how Azur Lane's Nagato is different. Nagato is depicted as a shrine maiden and the leader of the Sakura Empire since there's no Yamato. During the Ink-Stained Steel event, we learn that she never leaves her temple in the center of Sakura territory. She's adored by her people and see her as a protector. This is the reason why she's intended to be safe inside Allied territory. Nagato has a bodyguard named Kawakase. Being her most loyal subject, she will give her life in order to protect Nagato, even if it means battling her own allies. This goes to show how important her leader is, by not letting Nagato be exposed to danger in the heat of battle. We know that Nagato wasn't present during most battles. This is why some experienced warriors think that her judgment may be immature because she doesn't know the horrors of the war. Part of her absence is due to having enough power to create a barrier around the island where they live, that she needs to maintain all the time. A little spoiler about her quotes: when put as a secretary, she will normally say that she doesn't know what to do, or acts in a different way than expected. Like, let's say, shooting you with her cannons when you come back from a mission.
人を出迎えたことはないが、砲を撃てばよかろう?
While raising her affection level, we learn that she never takes off her rigging. After the player removes her rigging in the base, she says that other girls now approach to her instead of keeping their distance.
なるほど。偽装を下ろしてから、皆に怖がられなくなったな。確かに気持ちが軽くなっておるが。でも、この淡い喪失感はなぜだろう。旗艦をヤマトに譲った時と同じような。
She also mentions that she feels devoid of something, similar to the time Yamato became the flagship. I assume she kind of liked this position, so she could protect everyone by facing the enemy herself. During battle, Nagato says that battle is tragic, for she seeks a world without fighting and hopes to bring peace to her people.
また、悲しい戦争を。
This shows us her role as a protector of the Sakura Empire, even when it doesn't come to fighting, and just wants to ensure their well-being. Nagato has 2 skills. The first skill is 4th Combined Fleet Flagship, referencing her time in this position before the completion of Yamato in 1942. This skill activates when put as the flagship, increasing the stats of all Sakura Empire ships within the fleet. Her second skill is Big 7 Sakura. This is to a reference of having 16-inch guns, the highest caliber ever put in a battleship. She shares this title with ships of other factions, like Rodney, Nelson, and the Colorado class. This is a barrage skill, meaning it will have a certain chance of activating after fighting. If it does, then she makes an additional attack, in a different pattern, that makes a lot of damage. As we all know, Nagato is different to other characters of her class, for she is very short. As some of you know, cleavage sights means armor in Azur Lane, but in her case seems to be different. Anyway, she may be short, but those canons beg to differ. Moving to her design, she has black long hair with fox ears on top of her head. She has yellow eyes and pale skin. Not gonna lie, she has some tight material though. Nice. She wears a red dress that covers most of her body. The white ornaments cover part of her chest and her arms. The white veil around her may be part of her rigging, though I'm not sure. Speaking of which, her rigging has the bridge superstructure as the central point, where it expands into her 4 twin cannons. Her secondary guns are in a subsection. There should be 10, but we only see 6. According to history, she could also have torpedo tubes, but it was skipped in this design. She has a lot of golden ornaments in her head and body. Her rigging also has decorations. These ropes with bells are used in Japanese shrines to keep away evil spirits. It's fitting to her because she's a shrine maiden anyway, but the overall size of the rigging looks a little overwhelming at first. Like I said, anyone in the Azur Lane world can blast your face to outer space if you're not cautious. Nagato is voiced by Misaki Kuno, who has also voiced characters like Benny Enma of Fate Grand Order, and Hawk from the 7 Deadly Sins, and I think she has a rather, how to say it, funny voice? I don't know how to say it, I just think it's somewhat funny. As we all know, no faction leader is complete without a skin. By the time this video is being made, she has only 2 skins, though it may not be a big surprise she has more in the near future. Anyway, let's see what's in store. First, we have an oath skin, Great Fox's Respite. As all oath skins, you can get it by reaching 100 affinity with Nagato and giving her an oath ring. Pretty simple, right? I'm not a Nagato fanboy myself, but damn is this a very good skin. This confirms she's a fox, so I didn't mess up while writing the script. Second is that maybe her rigging can transform into the fox behind her, and I've only seen it in the anime, but it will be cool to see it in game. As most of Sakura Empire oath skins, the veil differs from the ones in other factions, yet follows a simple pattern of red and white that looks pretty nice. Then we have Great Fox's Sleepwear. I'm getting some Yamashiro naming skins vibe from this one, but I'll roll with it. Avoiding the fact that you can see her underwear, the Manjus, these little chickens, are having a wonderful gossip time with Nagato. Someone help that poor guy over there, he's gonna be squashed by the cannon, and that's gonna be a mess. This is part of a rare skin line called Sleepy Skins. I see the appeal, but why give the most revealing one to Nagato? I'm pretty sure someone is going to see this in a couple months and be like, wait, that's illegal. But until that time, I'll be doing spotlights no matter how revealing the outfit may be. And that's totally fine, right? I'm not gonna get copy striked or anything. Please, come on guys, I'm just doing this for fun. And that's all for today's episode of Waifu Spotlight featuring Nagato. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. Next time we have the first Fate Grand Order video, so look forward to it. As always, thanks for watching, hit like if you think it's that good, subscribe for more videos about your favorite ship-based game, and I'll see you commanders in the next one.